And are we live? Are we live? We are live. Good evening, everybody. My name is Osa. We're playing Railroader. It is day 8. Sort of a second half of day 8, and should go and check on what our trains are doing. So, passenger train sat there waiting to do a thing. Oh, that sat there waiting to do a thing. Looks like it can do its thing. Gonna send that up there 20. I do want to check the logs. Okay, logs are empty. And locations, Connolly Creek. L1 has 21 logs, 3 4s are 12, so we've got half a load there. This is almost out. Okay, 2-car logs are ready to go, and the sawmill has 43 supplies, so I can do a log switch, but we're going to do that with number 3. Number 2. Okay, manual. Just stay there. Number 3. Yeah, yard forwards 20. Go. Okay. What do we got there? 2 to pull out and 3 to put back. It's on the switch list. The switch list says we have 1, 2, 3, 4 at Bryson, 2 at Stenzel Manufacturing, and last train is sat here unloading. Okay, I think what I'm planning to do right now, I'm going to go through the depots, check on people. 137 passengers. 62 passengers. And Whittier Depot. 93 passengers. You know what? Kind of thinking we're good to send the passenger train, so I'm going to do that right away. Hang on. Inspect. Passengers. Check all the boxes. Send the train and road 30. Probably got the signal set the wrong way. Yes, I do. That's yellow, which means that the signal at the other end is probably set the wrong way. Okay, that should go green now. Except we just blew through it. Okay. So let's get this. Oh, CR3, handbrakes on there. Plug that up, unclip that. Go backwards. So, passenger train's going to go back to Bryson. I'm going to slow down the cycles of passenger trains. Reason for that is I don't think we have enough passengers to warrant driving every 10 minutes. But we do want a couple of trains a day. It's going to make us a little bit of money. You're 4 cars away. Let's go another 10. So we came in here pushing because I pulled all the cars out of the exchange on the front of the train, which has left us basically the right way round to do all of this. Okay, that's good, that's good. Forwards, probably 20-ish. And then the big mogul's down at the bridge site waiting for that to finish. I've got a feeling that one of the standard oil cars is going to be filled, emptied before the bridge is done. What I'm not too sure about is whether I want to be bothered with it. 10, 0. Now, switch that. So most of these are going to go back to the exchange. I'm going to do all the shuffling for Stenzel first. Now, what I'm doing here is going to block this signal block. But passenger trains left, so we can park something here very, very briefly. Did I just switch that or not? I did not. Idiot. Okay, let's try that one again. This time we'll switch the switch. Remember to disconnect the car. I just didn't remember to do the rest of it. No? I might have stopped early too. Now, early releases of this, I wouldn't have been able to switch that because the front of the train was actually fouling the switch, but not a problem this time. Okay, that's switched. That one switched. So what I'm doing here, I'm putting the new car at the back and the old car at the front. So if we do have to do a pull from Stenzel, then it's most likely that this car, which has 3.6 tons of parts left in it, will be the one ready to go. Now, since it's only got 3.6 tons, this is going to be annoying. So I'm going to put it back there, and then we're going to have to haul it out before we do anything else. I think I might... I'll put these back, I'll delay an hour, and then we'll go get some logs. It's like I said, the log... the log pond, the sawmill pond is perfectly fine at the moment. Okay, AI road, reverse, 15 go. It's me rushing to get things done, and probably shouldn't be doing that. And there goes the passenger train. Should probably check Whittier, Bryson. then it'll, once it's done the passenger work, it'll drive around the Y. So how many people left here? None. 8 active way bells though. So that's in the slot, that's in the slot. And he's good, we'll stick him on manual. Free those brakes up. So I am going to wait an hour. And what should end up happening is it becomes 8:56. Damn, seriously. 4.4 tons of machine parts. That went up. We're loading this and we're unloading the metal. Doesn't matter. Wait another hour. Yeah. Okay. So we do actually want to do that. Forward go. Okay, I thought that was nearly empty and thus would be fine. Yeah, would be done with soon. We're basically got a whole day on both of those, so no big deal. Switch that back, switch that back. So everything here is now cleaned up. AR yard, reverse, 20, go. And I think we can go to the interchange. Okay, what's down here? Got a train there. Got a car there. Since we're pushing, I'm just going to push all the way into here. We'll connect to that, we'll push them all back to there, and that will then release this locomotive for logging work. We'll pull those up to L1, we'll bring back the L2 stuff, I think. And you... I could click there as well. I didn't think about that. I stuck at a signal. Okay, pass the signal. Shall not pass. I shall pass. And how are we doing? 4.7, 2800, that's fine. And I've got 7,900 money. That up, handbrake off, and we can send that reverse. Let's go 20. Just see what the passenger train's doing. That's looks like it's coming up to Ela. Yeah, Ela's just around the bend. Going to ride with him for a moment. We'll check. Do some water. I'll fill up with water at Bryson. Probably should have done it back at Whittier. What I wanted to do here. Check here. We've got to pick that up. Okay. Guess that is not on the roster. No. Okay, you're good. Let's go over to number 10. Looks like we've managed to get those half emptied, and that is ready to go as well. Okay. Since we're up here, Suppose we could ride it. And between streams, I did take the opportunity to turn this locomotive around, so it will be heading back towards Whittier, facing forwards. It's not very practical to run this one in reverse because the tender's so high. The driver really can't see over it. So we got $31 for the passengers. Okay. Now, I don't know much about American locomotives, but British locomotives had basically 2 steam holes on the throttle. If you stayed under 50%, it would use the smaller hole, and if you went over it, it would go through the larger hole, so more steam, basically. And obviously louder too. Ooh. Release the handbrake and so that handbrake's on too. Take that one off. But that could be why, if you do that, it's significantly louder than if you just open it a little bit. But we're going to have to haul these uphill. That's pretty much full. That's obviously empty. Just the reverser. What's that? Cut off. Now I don't have these on the train brake at all. So really only able to use the engine brake. That in reverse. Let that freewheel down there a bit. Should be enough to clear that spur. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And switch. That back. I'm gonna go with AI mode, reverse, 10 car lengths, and we will follow this car down the hill. Now this is a risky thing. This is a steep hill. It's a heavy car, and it can gain a lot of momentum. Riding the handbrake till we get to the flat, and that is fine. But to the locomotive. Okay, well this is now a permanent train, so I'm not sure 20 will get us back on wherever. What was that message? Okay, trains departing Ela. Oh. You need to do some bunching up. Let's get these sorted. And while you're doing that, I'm going to race down this end. I'm going to check this. 12.3. Okay, that's fine. Stick that way. Okay, we are ready to take log cars back up the branch. Okay. Come on, lace that up and handbrake off. Send that back another 20 and we'll go check on number 10. Number 10 is not there yet. So basically, as soon as the bridge cars are done, we're going to be hauling out. Back to Whittier. I'm going to do log trains, but we'll do an hour delay as we get things complete so that we can speed up getting this done. That up, release the handbrake, and you can just sit on your brakes until we're ready. Okay, number 3. What are you up to? Nothing. Okay, that train's all set. We have a handbrake on. I don't care which handbrake on. The guy who comes to collect this train can figure out all the bits. Now that's probably fair, because if we look at this, some of these cars probably need a little bit of... Actually, they don't need that much, because they've only been over there and back. Okay, this guy. Where are you? You're coming up to Governor Island by the looks of it. Yep, just around the bend. Number 10's doing its thing. Number 2. This is number 2. Let's go number 3. Set. We'll take the logs up. Looks like some of those are done. One of those is done. So while we've got capacity here, there's nothing to worry about. Sawmill when we're in production. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Okay, Holyfield heating oil. So we have 5 at tier 100%. We can bump that up to 100. We can bump, that to tier 5. I could bump up the sawmill, but I'm not going to. Ela farm supply, we should have 5, so I can bump that up to tier 5. Appalachian hardwoods, we've only done 4. So we've done 3 or more, so I can bump it up to tier 4, or I can wait a day and pump it up to 5. Same with this one, we've only done 4. Standard oil, we've only done 4. So we'll bump up the Bryson stuff tomorrow. Connect that, release the handbrake, gonna oil the cars. It's probably not in game, but I have a sneaking suspicion that being around wood and wood chips is not really good for your oil pan. Let him run. That's possibly a bad idea if I get distracted. So, question is, do I wait an hour and just bring back the L1 logs and let L2 replenish a little? Might do that actually. Way too quick. Engineer's quite excessive with the brakes sometimes. Okay, there you go. So forward that 25, and he's going up the hill. And we are about to get to Bryson. This is a mogul. It will take 6 tons of coal, 4,000 water. Yeah, you know what? I think I might run this over to the coaling stage. I'll take the scenic route, of course. Actually, no, that's good. Comes in here, it will stop at the station, so we'll switch that, we'll switch that, switch that, switch that and that, and that one's already pointing that way. Okay, let's try switching that one again. So the nice thing is we have these water columns here. I was actually considering we'll just fill it up with water, but I think sometimes it's worthwhile filling everything up when you can. How are you doing? You're half full. And I don't actually know which one's the passenger train. Guessing that one. Yes, set to 30. So we'll watch him come in. I can't do that. How are we doing with passengers? 110 passengers waiting. 5 active waiting bills, which is the one on the back of the mogul and the 4 over there. Freight yard is set to go in there. That's good. And how's it set at the other end? Okay, mogul will stop in that track. Drop that to 20 while it's still moving. I think I've turned the bell down as a separate volume control. Okay. Apply the handbrake. Now that he's not connected, he should run across the way. to 8,065. That's good. Nice job. So I do want a locomotive for freight purposes based at Bryson. Because the next thing we're going to have to do, once we finish the bridge here, it's just not, we're not going to have a locomotive local to get stuff done. Okay. Kind of figured I should do this by hand. Okay. How much coal we got? 34.7. I do need to buy a coal car as well. How much do they cost? So a small one is 783. A big one is 1,200. We can use either. Obviously, the big one has a bigger capacity, and this is a large capacity coaling tower. Flip that, flip that. So you're good. Let's back it up some more. Let's miss. Much better. Okay, what did I say? 6 tons of coal, so that's going to take us a while. Now the nice thing about this coal tower, it's much better for filling up the larger locomotives because it has the entire capacity. The little coal stages only carry 2 tons, so they have to keep replenishing from the coal car that's next to them. So you get a little bit more than 2 tons because once you start, oops, wrong way. Once you start feeding into them, they'll start draining constantly, but they'll fill up a couple of points of coal as they're unloading. But eventually, with a large locomotive, you can exhaust their capacity, and then they stop until there's half a ton, and then they fill half a ton, and it's a very slow job, so much easier to use the bigger coaling stages for the bigger locomotives. And you can go another 10. You're done, and yes, he does see it. Okay. So you should be empty, and release the handbrake. Okay, road. I'm just going to run him out at 20. Okay, you are already filling with wood. How much? We've got 2 trains worth. So as I said, I'm going to let that fill. In actual fact, you know what we can do is wait an hour, and he's ready to go. So you're number 3. Number 3, reverse. Locations. Let's go back to C2. That's good enough. I'm going to switch that there. So he's going to run down that spur and then we can route him back. Number 10. Oh, we are getting the bridge done. So it looks like we have 13.5 tons, 13.5 tons. We've got 4 cars left to empty, everything else is done. Dang. Oh, you're not the train I'm interested in. You, however, are the train I'm interested in. And I think... Oh, actually... Let's do all the things. Switch that back to straight. We should be clear out of there. And I've got a fusee at the end, so he's all good. And I'll switch this one again as well. Alrighty. And inspect passengers 1, 2, 3. Copy. Actually, I'm not going to let this into the station yet. I'm going to wait till we get the log train back. Then I'm going to wait an hour. That should release the bridge train. And it'll put us after midday, so it's a bit of a delay for the passenger train to run. But 9 freight bill. Oh yes, we've got the bridge stuff. We have... See, there's only 82 passengers, so if I let this sit, and it'll stop down by the fusee there. That'll be fine. Okay, you're coming forward. I'm going to bump you back up to 30. And we're going back to this guy. And we should be close to the thing. So number 3's down to 99% condition. I wonder what these are at. Yeah, these are only 99. Actually, these ones aren't the problem because we just bought them. The problem's going to be the other ones. We've had those 5 days longer and they go further up the track. Although we run these 1.5 times more frequently than the others. Anyway. To stop, SER 10 is good. So like I said, if I wait an hour, this should be empty. We'll run it back up there, but then I'm going to head up to L2. So L1 now has 12 logs left, which is exactly enough for one train. L2 has 13 logs left, which is good for half a train, because the train up at L2 is twice as long. Is it 12? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 12. I think these, they carry 36 total. So, don't want to deplete them too quickly. How is the sawmill doing though? It's still got 36. 36 divided by 3 is 10, 12. That's still got 12 cars worth in it. Forwards. Don't have to go that far. You really don't. Well, I thought I had said that to block off. So, because otherwise he's going to go all the way down to the end of the spur. I don't really want him doing that. Squeak. And what does it say? 36 in there. It does 15 cars a day. It does 15 cars a day, which I think puts the theoretical limit at 45. We've got 12 logs. That's 48 and a half. So I don't think it's going to be able to unload all of those immediately. But we have capacity for production. 3.6, 3.6, 3.6, 3.6, and that one's at 22.1. Okay, I'm going to say stop. Okay, let's see how my theory holds out. If we wait 1 hour, I think we're going to get all but 2 logs on the final car unloaded. Well, looky there. All but the final 2. And if we look in the sawmill, we're up to 44.1. So we've got capacity for 0.9. And there's actually 2.5 logs on there. Okay, let's bounce over to this guy, and 6.5 tons on each of those. And this guy, gonna look at the passenger manifesto. We've only got 68 passengers now. Shall I wait another hour? Yeah, let's blah 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 settings. Wait 1 hour. So it's actually the 1:30 train. We have 82 passengers and they're all going to Ela. Nobody wants to go to Whittier. How sad. Okay, you can pass the fusee. And I don't have to worry about him at all. Why aren't you done? Because there's 0.1 of a ton left on each of these cars. Good grief. Okay, well, we'll get a message when that's ready. Meanwhile, there's still 1 log there, 0.7 of a log there, and if we look at the location, 44.1. So I think capacity is obviously 15 cars, 3 times 15 is 45. We've got a maximum capacity in there of 45. The capacity will increase if I bump it up another notch. If we check up Connolly Creek, L1 now has 15 logs, which is 5 car loads. We only need 12. L2 is replenishing now. But if I go and grab the train at L2, it'll take ages to unload down here because the pond's full. And the line to Fontana is complete. So we can start bringing everyone home now. Not only that, but road forward 25. Milestones. Bridge to Bryson. It's going to cost me 1,500. That's annoying because we're back down to 6,700. And we're riding the train. Okay. So yeah, so 1,500 to buy a new train, a works train. But I'm kind of okay with that. These are the available ones. It doesn't cost much to do those, but I can't afford a diesel. That's 7,500. I can't afford that. That will be the next thing we do. But we have to finish the bridge. I also want the Ela Junction water column and signals from Hemingway to Brooks. And you're okay, but you're seeing a fusee. Let's pass the fusee. Let's resume speed. That car's empty. How's fuel? Fuel. Got a feeling we're a little low on water here. 5,000 gallons of water. Yeah, that's okay. We've got more than enough to get back to Bryson, and then we'll worry about things after that. When did the passenger train arrive? Engineer arrived at Bryson Depot 13:31. It's gonna be another 3 minutes before he departs. That's fine. I want the passenger train to leave. We'll then hitch up those freight cars over here. Interestingly, that's empty. That's got 52.5 tons of furniture. That's empty, and that's empty. So we're running back with mostly an empty train and 52.5 tons of furniture. Well, one thing we know. It's America, it's 1950. It's not IKEA furniture. Actually, I wonder if it's Amish furniture. How much is a caboose? Just as a matter of interest. It's 4,500, 4,500 and 4,500. So, kind of pricey. Manual, brakes off, and let's roll it forwards. 35. Is it 36 we're leaving on? Train. Yep, 36. She's leaving. So I think in general it's good practice to put the heaviest cars behind the locomotive, because that's where most of the brake pressure is happening, or you want most of the brake pressure to happen. But also it puts less strain on the couplings towards the end of the train. We need to handbrake off. Now, one thing I did consider is we could order the bridge cars now, and it would give us a whole bunch of other stuff to deliver as well. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let us nip through the night, I think. Oh, I was already riding the rear car. That's fine. Did I did close the ladder off at that end. That, release the handbrakes, and you can now leave, depart, go. Oh, no, you can't. Got a red signal here. Actually, we're going to have a red signal anyway, because we have to wait for the passenger train to clear the midpoint to Governor Island. Come over here, we'll close this one as well. Alrighty. Actually, let's and he's already cleared midpoint, so we are. I'll discard the speed restriction. I mean, technically, we're probably going to be chasing yellows through here. And I do want to set that back to the passenger service, because that's the last thing we have today. And he's just hit the main line. Limited to 15 through the yard. Now we're on the main line. He can go. I'm going to check on this guy. He's still got 0.3 of a log left. Sawmill still has 44.1. It seems to be stuck at 44.1. But it's slowly feeding out. That's fine. Hatch. That's good. Not raining. So, we just sit and wait for things. I got both these trains set to 30, so we won't catch the passenger train. In fact, we'll lose it next because we got pickup to make at Ela. We got a clear line, so the passenger train is through Governor Island. Coming up on the hour. Okay, so we're up to 6,700. We should get a fair amount of money, probably about 3,000 up at the sawmill for the log deliveries. Especially if I can get the log train freed up. Ooh. This is a draining climb, which is going to give us grief later when we start hauling heavier trains. I'm going to need a locomotive down in this sort of area for when we unlock the Ela Junction coal facility. And the reason for that is coal is heavy, and coming up here full is going to be an issue for us. Okay. See where this guy is. He is coasting down. He's already over the bridge at Ela. And the reason I want to be here is that was 25-mile-an-hour speed limit over the bridge at Ela. Right here. And that's going to switch in there. Clear Governor Island East. We are indeed clear. That was... Whoa, Governor Island. Main board. So we're now going to have green run down to Ela with a slowdown into the yard. I think. Who knows? Next thing should be a message. Passenger train is seriously slowing down. Ooh, that needs oiled. I'm going to test that. I'm going to park this up in the shed and then see if the locomotives get oiled while they're in the shed or not. Obviously it's a 90%, 99% condition. So it'll get repaired up to 100%. Okay, we're approaching 25-mile-an-hour signal. Oh, this is midpoint. So that's an advanced warning that the next signal is not clear. We we should be almost at the bridge. Looks like we're curving around to the right and then over the bridge. Yes. So that signal's very, very close to Ela. Just got paid. Oh, 87. Yeah, because everybody was going to Ela, nobody was going to Whittier. Track speed 25. We should be switched to diverging, yes. And I probably should stay here. Clean up the switches as we go through. And I want that one, which is, again, empty. Oh, I need to switch that one too. And probably shouldn't be racing to the yard at 30 miles an hour. That's... And we can switch that one. In preparation. Okay, you come on back. I don't know if I've got enough room there. Okay, when do you arrive? 45, so that'll be leaving in a minute. I got a feeling I might get this done in time. Hitch that up, release the handbrake, forwards, 10, go. If I can hitch this up and be waiting at that signal, turns green. That should put us through Whittier. I'd like to get this through Whittier before the passenger train has finished its duties at Whittier Depot. 3 car lengths, that's good. 2 car lengths, also good. 1 car length, throw the switch. Back her up. I'm not sure about farm supplies, but some of these services, they're on a single track, but they're fill and empty. So it's hard. Like at Stenzel, you can have metal and machine parts. The metal is emptying, the machine parts are filling. And so you have to pay attention to what's on board. At the sawmill, everything's being loaded. In the flat cars and box cars, it's lumber or dimensional lumber, and in the other spur, in the gondolas, it's wood chips. At Appalachian hardwoods, R1, you're taking dimensional lumber, and that's getting unloaded, and then furniture in G2, I think it is, and then the coal's unloading. But Stenzel, you've got one spur and they load and unload at the same spur, and that's duplicated up and down the line. Okay, we're stuck at a red board until passenger train gets to the midpoint. And there's the midpoint. We get it clear. Okay, very good. We'll watch him depart. And 25 out of the yard. We should get a clear up to 30. Good length train, 16 cars, 464 tonnes. That's okay. We've only got 50 tonnes of furniture, everything else is running empty. You're good. Let's go look here. Oh, hello. You're all done. Reverse, go. So, more lakes still full up. Ow! Damn! Ow! Oh! Ah! Man! Ooh. That's not good. For some reason, shooting pain in the upper right arm. And you can go forwards now. Okay, that's clear. Passenger train has arrived at Whittier. So switch that for freight train. The freight train should be clear through now. I want to get it into the yard. I think what I'm going to do is take it up the Y on the logging spur, Connolly Creek, and then reverse the locomotive back to the exchange. Hello, we're slowing down. Or is this the... nope. Okay. We've got to clear through here. Okay. And this guy is now stopped. You have coal, you have water, you're fine. What was that message? Arrived at Whittier. Okay. Okay, actually let's tidy up this yard because we've left this a bit of a mess too. Okay, we are clear through line 2, that's open, and I want that switched that way. And that's still open, that's good. That one's good. Come back through there, through there, through there. And switch on that one. And we'll shuffle that into there. I hope that spur is long enough. And let's not chance it. Let's go there. Okay, number 10. What are you up to? This looks like we're at Whittier already. 58. 56 the passenger train arrived, so we got a green on the alternate. Diverging. Okay, and once you're clear through there, I want that on the main. Tons of coal, we're getting low on water. I think we're okay on that account. Slightly more hungry locomotive than the smaller two, but then it is bigger. And drop us down to 20 through here. Overcompensated for that little instruction. So that's 8 tons, it was 3 when we picked it up. Metal stock's almost empty now. I'm not too fussed about that. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you need clearance. And doing this will put the mogul facing the right way for tomorrow morning's trains. Okay. Yes. Okay. Passenger train is now clear for the exit of Whittier. And slap that down to 0. Switch the other way. Okay, you can back it up, sir. Let's go find out what this dude's doing. Oh, he's here. And since we're depositing this here, yeah. Who are you? Number 3. to number 3, we'll back you out. And departing at 14:01. So all the trains are now in the right place. And the passenger train will need to return to Bryson before the end of the day, but I'll do that probably about 5 o'clock. That you can go forwards, go. And number 10. Oh, we're not even there yet. And this will pay us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars at probably £60 or $60. We get about $350, $400 for this lot. Obviously, the work train we don't get paid for. It's all good. I do want to stick with this guy until we're parked up for the night. Switch that. Alrighty, you're good. Like the handbrake, we got paid 414. Not too bad a number, I guess. I've still only got 3 locomotives and 1 lives in Bryson. I don't want to be there. I want to be there. How much coal we got? 12.3. That's more than enough for this. But we've got 4 tons needed in this locomotive. And we may deplete the loader during this process. Still, you're good. Let's go. Oh, you're there. Yeah, yard forwards. 5 cars go. Release the handbrake and release the handbrake. Turn that up. And you can now head down there now. Two stopped. Let's get you turned around. That. My handbrake. That. Manual. Forward. Go. So we have to be pretty sharpish here. switch that. Does it automatically. His log train's on his way back down now. So we want to clear this Y before he gets down here. Can't remember if this is a 15 mile an hour turn here. That says 25. Okay, we're good. I don't want to drag that over. Go back. You are good. Okay, so everything's set to retrieve the or receive the logging train back at Whittier. And probably don't have to sit on the throttle like that. In fact, if I don't, I won't be chewing up the water and the coal. So that's back, that's the Whittier yard, yes, Ela. And that should all be set to passenger. And then this side, that switched, and we run through on the second line to there, and then there's a fusee around here, we'll stop, and then I can park it back in the bay there. How much is the oil here? Well, we're down to 88. Probably lubricate this train before we leave. Hitch that up. Release the handbrake. Oil up the cars. And oil up the locomotive. I should probably put the brakes on. How about that? Yay. Okay, he is ready to depart when I'm ready for it. I'm going to check passenger logs here. We've got 26 tickets, so no hurry. That should be full. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do this one. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, way too far. Just not paying attention. Go on, keep rolling. And slip that out. I still do not see the approach of the logging train yet. Okay, it's 2:10. stream time is 1 minute 25. So that's switched into the yard, that's good. How much water does this hold? 5? It would be 5, okay. That roll back. Switch that to the other line. And brakes. Okay, stick it in neutral. And we'll put the handbrake on. And here's the log train. Nice time, fella. Number 3. Go forwards. Go forth. How's the so we're down to 43.4, so it's gonna take a long time to get this train unloaded. Okay, have fun. Okay, have fun. Okay, how's fuel load on this? Do it now or do it tomorrow? It's 4.1, 2,200 water. So they should. We'll probably lose the top log almost immediately, but then after that it will probably take most of the night to get this unloaded. I could think about pushing it up to a tier 4, but tier 5 you need a lot more log train cars. Yeah, there we go. One's gone. Didn't take long at all. Okay. Your scooch. Oh, hang on. I don't think I turned that one. I did not. And I did turn that one. Okay. I'll drop that down to 15. So I'm still watching this, it's still at 99%. As soon as this locomotive's in the shed, I'll wait an hour. To put us to 3 o'clock. I might make till 4 o'clock. And done. Manual, neutral, full brake, and apply the handbrake. Now, one of the things I did want to check here was, yes, sitting in the shed oils the vehicle. So, good. Do not have to lubricate locomotives that are parked overnight. Okay, we have one train left, which would be this one here. How many people waiting for a train? 46. Okay. Wait an hour. 56. It's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 74, 5 o'clock. 93. Okay, I'm going to call that good enough. And you can go road 30. Did I set the passenger car up? Passenger, no, I did not. Let's do that thing and copy it to there. Okay, that train is heading off to Bryson. We have 2 empty cars here, 2 logs left, location still at 44.1. One of those is empty, 3 of those are full, so we're halfway through filling those up already. But I think I'm going to call it here. Our number 2 bogle, one of our original 2 locomotives, hauling the passenger train back to Bryson. But I will thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and for right now, we'll be back probably next week sometime with day 9 and the last bridge works train. But yeah, for now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everybody.